What is a good man? It's an interesting question, but it's not a question many people actually answer these days. Hey everyone, Red Rebel Jeff Jones here, and in this video I want to talk about good men. What a good man is, why they're being portrayed as villains, and why good men deserve respect. So, what is a good man? A good man is a guy who uses the masculine traits of competitiveness, assertiveness, aggression, stoicism to benefit society, their family and their friends. When masculine traits are used to harm society, that's when it becomes toxic, to use a leftist word. They are weak men. An important distinction that needs to be made here. It's not strong men that are committing murder. It is weak men. It's weak men that shoot up schools. It's weak men that commit sexual assault. It's weak men that murder. Now, in my previous video, where I tried to answer the question, where have all the good men gone? I was asked in the comments, do I consider myself a good man? I'd like to think so. I do try to help society the best way I can. And that's partly why I like doing what I'm doing up at the airport. I help passengers that need help. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Am I the most masculine man? No. Am I the strongest man? No. I do like to think I am a good man though. Psychologist Jordan Peterson often says that people need to be dangerous. They need to be capable of being dangerous. But they should be controlled in their use of their dangerous side. And he likes to point to a line in I think it's the Old Testament. The meek shall inherit the earth. I want to be honest, and he actually says the same thing when it comes to, it's not a very well translated line, it's not a very well understood line. It's more like those who have the knowledge to fight and are those who are capable of fighting, but only fight when it's necessary, shall inherit the earth. It's more along those lines. I do have a dangerous side. I can defend myself. Now, being honest, a good few years ago I wasn't able to control that side of me. And it was a side of me that really, really scared me, I will say. Because when I lost control, like, I'm a big guy, I can do some damage. I have gotten a lot better at controlling it. And to be honest though, it doesn't scare me as much as it used to. It doesn't. I think it's because I understand it a lot more. I understand, like, you have to only do it when it's necessary. And one of the ways I've learned to really harness that and channel it, I think it's the better way to describe it, is I have several rules that I'm strict on that's allowed me to channel it. One of those rules is I never start a fight. I'll never throw the first punch. Now when I say fight, I'm talking about a physical fight here. I'll never start a fight, but I have no problem finishing one. But I will say, thankfully I don't have to get into fights that often, because I think a lot of guys see someone the size of me and just go, he's a bit too big, I'm not going to mess with him. I think that's helped me avoid that for a lot of situations, really. Good men. Society needs them. I mean, good men are the builders of our society, really. Like, when you go outside, look around, you see all the buildings, the roads, transport vehicles, cars, buses, trains, planes, the electricity network. You look under the roads, there's the sewage system beneath that, the water piping system, the internet, the network that we all use, that I'm using right now to speak to you guys. That's what good men have given us. It's a life so comfortable that we take it for granted. And it's just even thinking about that infrastructure that we rely on for our comfortable lives. It's bewildering how it's become so reliable, if that makes sense. It's so complex that how does it work in the first place? And not only does it work in the first place, it works the vast majority of the time. And it is something we take for granted. That work the men have put into making our lives easier, the work that they've put in to building this great society of ours, that work is being portrayed as an oppressive force rather than what it really is. The hard work of good men sacrificing their time, their energy into making our lives better. We hear all the time that masculinity is inherently toxic and that emasculating men will lead to them being better for society. That hasn't worked very well, has it? Our society is collapsing, essentially, because weak men are the ones influencing it now. And the good, strong men that society really, really needs, they're walking away. They're walking away from society because society is not only ungrateful for their hard work, but is using it as a club to hate them. That's where the good men have gone. It's not something it's not a popular opinion, or it's not a popular reality to tell people, because it is a reality. I think people need to hear that reality. I need to understand it so that strong men can once again rise up. So what do you guys think? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. Good men deserve respect and gratitude. the previous generations knew this. I think it's long overdue for today's society, this generation, to give them the respect and gratitude that they deserve.